This is the Google Docs tutorial, and this is the starting page. Um, Down here are all your past documents that have been shared with you or that you made, and uh, the ones up on top are the new ones that you could create. This one's a blank one, and these are just the different formats that you could choose from. You could click here for a blank document, and you could start by titling this document, naming it whatever you want. I just click write Westbury here for an example, and it will automatically save everything that you do. Um, so if you want a heading, you double tap on the top of the page and it will come up like this. If you are planning to write several pages and you don't want uh, the heading that you're going to write now on every single page, you click on this box to make the heading that you could write your name and your teacher's name. Up on top, it will only show this heading on this first page. And you could just tap outside and the heading will go away. So if you want to write a title and you want to move the cursor in the middle, you click on this button right here and you just write your title, and you would see that it capitalizes for you automatically. And if you write a word incorrectly, it's spelled incorrectly, it will automatically fix it for you. You could make the font size bigger by pressing the add button, or decrease the size by pressing the minus button, or you could click on the middle box and choose or type the font size that you want. For example, like this. You could change the color from this tab and pick any color you want. This button makes the words bold. Um, the I makes it italicized, and then the you makes it underlined. Now, if you want to start your paragraph or your text, um, see, I wrote it incorrectly here, so sometimes it's not going to automatically do it for you, but you could just press on it and it will suggest the right spelling for you. If you are doing several lines, you're writing several lines, and your teacher asks you for MLA format, or if you want to have a different line spacing, you should click on format, click on line spacing, and click on double, and the spacing between the lines will increase. You could change it back to 1.5 as it was originally. This tab will show you the different fonts you could use. There are several options you could choose from. And as well as text, you could insert images by clicking the insert button, and images, you could upload it from your computer, search on the web, upload it from your drive or photos or any other way that is possible. For example, I search for web, I write in school, enter. It will show you all the images that match with school. You could click as many pictures as you want, and you could then click insert, and it will pop up on your Google document. And if you click on it, you could use the corners to increase or decrease the size. You could also use this, the middle square, to make it smaller or bigger. You could use this one to rotate the picture. And if you click here, you can move the picture anywhere you want. And if you don't want the picture anymore, you could just click on the picture and click the backspace button on your keyboard. You could also insert a table. You could click on how many rows or columns you want. For example, I could do 3 by 2, and it will come up like this. You could change the size of the boxes by moving around the lines, and you could type in uh, whatever you want inside the boxes. And if you click here and click here, for example, for this one specific box, you could choose the color of the line that you want it to be. Like, for example, red, and you could make it thicker, and this box will be red. And you could do that with all boxes. You could also insert a drawing that you are going to do, or from your drive. You could insert a chart, a bar chart, column, or line, pie from your Google Sheets. You could write equations by clicking on this tab right here, or search for specific characters. As you can see, there's a really large selection. So if you are looking for an arrow, you could draw an arrow like this, and it will show you the different arrows that they have. So you just click on this arrow, and then it will come up like that. Tools. This tools button, it's like the settings. If you want to turn off grammar and spelling autocorrect, you could personalize your dictionary. Word count, it could show you how many words that you wrote, and you could display word count like this. Click OK, and the word count will be at the bottom. You could also number your page numbers by clicking insert page number, and then you could put it at the bottom or on the top as you choose, like that. And usually you put your last name next to the number, and then it will come up. The number 2, page number 2 will have 2 and then your last name. And if you want to make a list, you could click on this tab right here. It will put a number 1 here, 1, and then click enter, 2, and so on. If you don't want numbers, you could also put bullet points, and it will change the bullet points. There are different options for bullet points. Click here, you can make it boxes, stars, and arrows, whatever you would like. This button pushes the cursor back or forward. This is forward and this is back. And if you want to highlight a word, you just you could highlight it and then highlight this word right here. And if you want to make a note for yourself, you could click on this button and you could write comments and you could write a note for yourself. Or if you are sharing it with someone else, you could share it, like click on the share button and then write their email and write done and click done. And this tool will help you communicate with the other person if you are working on this together. And that is the end of this tutorial.